Hello, it's me again. This time round, I'm going to show you guys how that you could design or rather draw this kind of shape in Autodesk environment. Alright, so you can see that it's actually a bend. Okay, so for example, if you have acrylic that is bend at angle, you could actually draw it this way. So then after that, the design is on this part. Okay, a lot of people tend to like to start from this surface whereby because it's easier to draw, but then after that they find that when they try to orientate the cube, they will end up with very weird kind of angles and they can't get a proper isometric drawing out. So to start drawing this kind of a piece of solid whereby you bend a piece of acrylic, this is how you're going to draw it. So let's start. So first thing, let's get a new file. Remember, start from metric. Okay, standard mm.ipt. Okay, by now you guys will know how to do the basic functions such as creating a new file, dimensioning, drawing the shapes, 2D sketches using rectangles and lines, etc. Okay, so I'll just show you guys how that is going to be done. So first thing, I'm going to draw on the this plane, a vertical plane. You can either choose this or this, but I'll choose this vertical plane, the YZ plane. Okay, the first thing to be drawn, okay, I'll just move the cross further down here. The first thing to be drawn is actually the shape. Okay, the shape that is going to be the L shape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this L shape first. Okay, so I come back to my part one. First line that I'm going to draw is actually here. Okay, I'm just going to draw here. Okay, and after that, the other line that I'm going to draw is from this cursor. Make sure there's a green dot and it goes up, double click. Okay, so next, let's say for example the bend angle that I have for my project is, let's say, is 70 degrees. Okay, so I'll just key in 70 degrees for both lines. Okay, this is just lines. We need a closed surface. Okay, we need a closed surface to make sure that we can extrude. So what's next would be I'll just zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, so for this part here, I'm going to make sure there's a green dot. Okay, click a 90 degree, draw a 90-degree line upwards, click again, and I'll end somewhere here. Okay, just make sure that the two lines are parallel. Okay, but if they're not parallel, you can just use this function. So when you click on this parallel constraint, you click on the first line and you click on the second line. Okay, the Autodesk Inventor will make both lines parallel to each other. Okay, but you see that this is the adding new constraint will over constrain the sketch. It means that actually both lines are actually in parallel right now. So I'll just cancel. Next thing, since the material that we're using is 3mm, so we need to dimension this part here. So from this line to this line, the size is 3mm. So click dimension, click here. I'll bring it out. So this part here is 3mm. Okay. Okay, I'll just zoom out a bit. And let's say my base, for example, if my base is 100 mm. Okay, so it looks like this. And let's say this part that I'm going to bend up is 120, is 12 cm. So I'll just click on this. Sometimes you see that dimension, it gives you either vertical or the horizontal dimension. Okay, so to get that align dimension, you got to bring it out, do a right click. Okay, choose the option align. Okay, then it will give you the dimension that's aligned according to the length of this band. Just click. And after that, my project is 120 mm, so I'll get this. Again, I zoom out. Okay, so next I'm going to just create another line that's here, a 90-degree line that's perpendicular to this line, and that then come down to this part here. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom into this part. So I'm just going to draw a line, make sure there's a green dot. Okay, then I just draw any random line first. You can draw any random line, double click. Okay, the next thing is to make this line and this line parallel to each other. You click on this perpendicular constraint. Okay, you click on this. First thing you click on this line, then you click on the other line. Okay, this function will make these two lines perpendicular to each other. Next thing, the thickness is 3 mm, so dimension this line, remember, so this, because it's slanted, it doesn't give you it will just give you the horizontal or vertical dimension. So make sure that it is the align dimension. So you got the right click, choose align, then this is the thickness is 3 mm, so 3. Okay, next thing, I'm going to draw all the way down to here. So click on this, click on the line, the point here, green dot, and it should join all the way to here and here. Okay, so you just draw like a little L shape here. Next thing is I want to make both this line parallel to each other. So click on the parallel constraint, click on this and this. Okay, and likewise I want this line to be parallel to this line. So click on this and this. Okay, so now you see that all the lines that turn blue. It means that so all the dimensions has been put in place already. Okay, if you want, you can actually continue to change the dimension. So let's say that if this is 80 mm, so you can just make it shorter, so on and so forth. Okay, so once you finish your sketch and you're happy with it, just click on finish sketch. Okay, the magnifying glass to zoom out, so you get a side view of this. Okay, so if I turn to a side view, the right view, it looks exactly like this. Okay, they're somewhat different, but because we haven't do the extrusion and the fillet yet. Okay, so this is the beginning of this. Okay, so next we're going to do an extrusion. So zoom out. So if you click on this corner over here, it'll show you the 3D view. So if this 3D view, you just do a right click on the house, set current view as home, fit to distance, and okay, so later when you rotate the cube around, just click on the house, it'll bring you back to the same view. Okay, so extrusion. So let's say for my project, my extrusion is 15 mm. So I'll click on extrude, choose this profile. Okay, so right now it's extruding only 10 mm. So let's say if my project is 15 mm, so it's 150. 15 cm, so it's 150 mm. So it will be extruding this way. So looking at the preview, if it's alright, because it's just the first piece of solid, you can just click OK. So so you get a piece of acrylic that looks like this, and it's bent this way. Okay, because the background is gray in color, I'm going to change the color of this thing. So I'm just going to change it to maybe blue, so that maybe red is okay. Maybe I'll change it to red so that everyone can see it clearer. Okay, so now we have this L shape bend. Then after that, next thing you can do is, if you have any design on this surface, you can then start drawing on this surface, but remembering that there is actually a line behind here, so the design that you draw here shouldn't go all the way to this line. Okay, it should be slightly above. There's 3 mm above. Okay, so just to show you a very quick example. So to create a design here, create 2D sketch. I'll draw on this surface. Okay, project geometry to show me the whole area. And there's actually a little line here. This line is actually this line here, behind here. Okay, so I need to draw above this line so that when I do an extrusion cut, I will not cut this surface as well. So I have to click on this line so that when I'm drawing right now, okay, I'll be able to know, or where should I stop and where are my limits. Okay, so here, so after getting the project geometry, you can start drawing. So let's say if my design is letter V, okay, just for example, letter V. So I'll just use the line function. So I'll just click from here to roughly here and all the way up here. Okay, then after that we dimension it properly. So let's say the whole thing here is 150. So from here to here, 75, so it's in the middle. And then from here to here, then maybe I want 85. Okay, and then from here to this point here, I have 40. And from this point here to this point here, 40. Okay, then after that perhaps another line from here to here, okay, and from here to here. Okay, so perhaps dimension this point to this point, I want it to be, okay, maybe I want it to be 45, and from this point to this point I want it to be 45. Okay, so with it fully dimensioned, and when everything turns blue, you can click on finish sketch. Okay, then you can go back to home view. You'll see this. So I'm going to remove the materials that the parts that I don't want. So extrude. Choose on the profiles that you don't want. So let's say I don't want this triangle, I click on this. I don't want this part here, I click on this, and I don't want this part here, I click on this. Now you see extrusion because it's by default extrusion. So remember you must choose cut. Okay, and then after that the depth of the cut is 3 mm because this part here is just 3 mm. Okay, so I'll just repeat this section for a while. So I want to do a cut away for this triangle, and this triangle here. So I'll do extrude. Then I can just choose cut first. So move your cursor to this second button, choose cut. Okay, then after that I want to choose this triangle, I want to choose this triangle, and I want to choose this triangle. Okay, so if in case you click wrongly, you can just click on cancel. Then after that, then you can just do it all over again. So once you see the preview is right, then you can just click OK, and then it will remove the parts away. Okay, so leaving you with the shape that you want and the base. Okay, if you want to make the base look a little bit nicer, what you can do is actually just go to fillet. Okay, then you can fillet this line and you can fillet this line. Okay, so that it looks like it's a little bit rounded. You click on apply. Okay, and your side view will look a little bit rounded. Okay, so that's all for this video. So that if you are creating a project that requires this bend, first thing you need to just to draw this cross section first, then do an extrusion to the size that you want. And after that, on this surface, you just draw your design. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.